this is a very good segue for our third speaker, Mr. Janusz Władyczak. He's the president and CEO of KUKE, or the Polish Export Credit Agency, where he will be discussing some of these instruments and, being a leader of trade insurance and trade finance. So, yes, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I hope everything is okay. You hear me well. So thank you for the invitation. First of all, Ukraine Investor, it's a pleasure to be here with you today. As mentioned, time is key here. So I'm going to really focus on what we can bring to the table as an export credit agency, in that case, export credit agency of Poland. And I've heard a lot of, good and a very positive information coming here from Romina when she mentioned IFC and what guys are supposed to do and what they're already doing, because a lot of our, in fact, actions are quite similar. And we expect the market to experience a lot of blend financing. So we are more than eager to cooperate with all other institutions, which are eager to be present in Ukraine. Let me just go to the really short presentation, because I want to see if you guys will, just to follow it more in a graphical way. I hope you see it now. Yeah, should be here. So first of all, we really appreciate that we are here, and we try to help as much as we can. As mentioned here by Romina, KUKE is an official Polish export credit agency. So in fact, we do support Polish export and Polish investments outside of Poland. But at the same time, what we do, we provide the liquidity whenever it's needed. And I'm going to show you how it works. So first of all, our approach to Ukraine, and this is something which is extremely important for you guys, and in a nutshell. First of all, we support the trade credit. So when we ensured all the trades between Polish entities, so as well, foreign companies which are based here in Poland, and between Ukrainian companies. So whenever the Ukrainian companies is importing something from Poland, and as we know, this is more and more often the case nowadays. Ukraine for Poland in 2022 became number 9 market for export. So Ukraine entered into top 10 of our exporters, importers of our goods, which we're pretty happy about. And this is something which, like Lina said about IFC, we almost never stopped ensuring the trade. Even we've been the first agency and the only one around the world that never stopped doing it. So in fact, and we are pretty happy about that decision. So we provided a lot of liquidity to the market, to the Ukrainian companies directly, for them in order to import the goods which were necessary. And that's what we stick to that rule, and we hope to continue for a longer period. Second thing is investment. There are investments of Polish companies or foreign companies which are based in Poland, and they are willing to invest in Ukraine in greenfield projects. But at the same time, all the brownfields, so any type of financing that is needed for that investment, we are eager to ensure from the credit risk, political risk, and the force majeure. The third pillar of our approach is the rebuilding Ukraine as such, and this is something which is extremely important here. Is that whenever the foreign company wants to establish the entity, wants to build a factory in Ukraine, or Ukrainian company wants to develop, or the sovereign, so the government wants to do some project, they can always come to us in order to come up with financing for that particular project. And we are more than happy to find that financing, to ensure that financing in order to the deal to happen. And under one circumstance, either this transaction will be then, for instance, the factory will be constructed in Portugal by a Polish company, or there will be a certain chain, value chain coming from Poland. So we are able to find suppliers for that particular deal. And as you know, a lot of goods nowadays which are available in Ukraine come from Poland. And under those circumstances, we are happy to find the financing and to ensure that transaction in order for the transaction to happen. And we have that scheme, which we call the Rebuild Ukrainian program. And in fact, it's some part of that already working, especially trade credit, investments in rebuilding Ukraine. We are implementing and we are working already on projects that hopefully will materialize in the nearest future. So how does it work? More or less, when you have a project, you can come to us, you can approach us with this idea, show us the idea, show us the business plan, and or the possible cash flows coming from that project. Then we will be able most probably to find you the financing for that project, find you the suppliers from Poland in order for us to be able to ensure that transactions. And at the end of the day, we will take the risk of the project, and the company, the investor, can concentrate on the project itself and on the running of the company. More information are available on under the link, the QR code, which you can scan here. I hope the presentation will be available after. So just to sum up, we are one of those export credit agencies which is willing to take sovereign risk, and that's what majority of ECAs, in fact, are willing to do as well. We were one of those ECAs who were heavily exposed on Ukraine even before the war. So we are really happy with the risk of the country. At the same time, we are one of few, or maybe the only one, who is eager to take the corporate risk as well. And you have to remember that, and it's crucial when our discussion today. It's a tiny exemption that, in fact, nowadays it's kind of difficult for us because the National Bank of Ukraine is still holding its memorandum of payments for foreign loans, but hopefully it will be lifted once, and then we can enter into more financing in the future. At the same time, please remember that we are willing to do investment projects in Ukraine where the investors are from foreign countries, not only coming from Poland, but foreign countries, but under the circumstances that the construction is done by either foreign or Ukrainian company, but with the supplies coming from Poland. At the same time, we are eager to, in terms of the blend finance, we're eager to cooperate with foreign banks, Ukrainian banks, Polish banks, different export credit agency, DFIs, so development financial institutions, and multilaterals, in order, to make everyone happy and to progress with the development of Ukraine. So we always find the possibilities. That's more or less it. I hope I've at least presented briefly some of our solutions and the program which is already in place. If you have any questions, you can always drop us a line. We are more than happy to answer and to lead you through different solutions that we have on our shelf for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Janusz. That was very comprehensive, and for our participants, we've seen that we have Ukraine Invest ready to help. We have IFC and KUKE, and we thank you for Poland for not only your support and financing, but Poland has been a very good partner to Ukraine throughout the war. So we're very grateful.